Hello, dear farming community. My name is Tionge Kacheche, and welcome to yet another episode of the Agritalk Africa Special Edition featuring the Agriculture and Cooperatives Awards nominees for the year 2025. So today I am talking to Erick Ng'andu of Huba Farm, and he'll just get to share some insights on him being a young farmer. He's nominated in the category Upcoming Farmer of the Year, proudly sponsored by ETG, and also nominated in the category Poultry Farmer of the Year, proudly sponsored by Nemchem Agri. Thank you so much to our sponsors.
This is Agritalk Africa, the podcast that puts farmers first.
So Erick, thank you so much for having us here and just for taking us around to see what is happening here at your farm. So for starters, you just tell us about yourself and also what, rather the establishment of Huba Farm 7 and also the activities that are on this farm.
All right. I'm 25 years old, and Huba Farm 11 started in 2021. That's when we seriously began our agriculture journey. We faced so many challenges along the way. Being an upcoming farmer, young farmer, basically an emerging farmer, one of the challenges that actually we faced is the issue of funding and access to land. So when we started doing a small piece of land just at home. Then as we were growing and supplying the vegetables to the community, that's when the passion or maybe the interest of going big in terms of vegetable production started. Yeah, so Huba Farm 11 actually it's a horticulture and a distribution company which is actually now registered, and I'm proud to say we're having paying tax. Yeah.
And what are the activities happening here at the farm?
So here we have green beans. We actually growing vegetables. Green beans. We have tomatoes. We have also eggplant that side. Yeah, I think this time around these are the activities that we have here at the farm.
Okay. And who are the customers for this produce?
So we're working with supermarkets. One of them is actually Food Lovers and Choopies. These are the people that we are supplying the vegetables. I must actually mention that we are also working with some farmers. Yeah, some small-scale farmers just across in Shimabala, in Nangoma, and Stumbeko. So what we actually do is that because we cannot manage to meet the demand of these guys, of these supermarkets, then we're privileged to have a bigger market of vegetables. And for us actually to meet those demand of these guys, we actually invited or extended our invitation to other farmers. So what actually we do is that we give them the vegetable, we give them the seeds, they grow on our behalf, then actually we get the vegetables and supply to them. We can actually, we call it contract farming. Outgrowing, yeah.
Okay, that's quite good. And then let's go on the poultry side of farming that you're doing. How would you say that is going? When did you start this enterprise? What was your market?
All right. So for poultry, for poultry farming is actually interesting. This is a family business. We've been doing this since I found them doing this business, so we just inherited it. And even the poultry that actually we're using, it's a poultry that my father used to use. So we just actually brought up the system again because after he passed away in 2018, we had the stoppage of keeping chickens. So actually we resumed keeping broilers and everything. So our market actually we supply to our community because the maximum capacity that we have is 400, and we cannot supply the supermarket. They want almost 1,000 of them every after 2 weeks. So for now our market we're actually supplying the community, restaurant, and as well as lodges that are within our community that side.
Okay, with the way it is now, what I'm seeing in the agriculture sector, many youths are beginning to embrace farming as a business. So you having embraced it and you're taking it up seriously, are you working with other youths to encourage them to take up the same?
Oh yeah, so I think here at Huba Farm we have 5 full-time workers, and all of them are actually youths. And apart from that, Huba Farm 11 wasn't just founded by me alone. It was actually founded by other guys that are not with me right now. And I think we've been young people. We've actually helped a lot of young people, let me say that, in terms of starting this project. One of them, there is people like Sebastian, yeah, who are actually doing the same thing through the help whereby they come here at the farm, they see what we are doing, and they get the interest. We help them in terms of how to go about production, onion production, and everything. So actually, this is how we've been working as youths in vegetable production.
Okay. And then, in your opinion, as a young farmer, what do you think are some of the key things young farmers need to understand when treating farming as a business? Like from the way you started small and now you are into this something that is growing. What do you think?
Okay, so the first thing is that the farming that we used to know those days and the farming that we know this time around is different, because we have the higher demand of vegetables or food, because due to the increase of population in the country and everything, the increase of food production is actually going up. And vegetable farming as business this time around, it's interesting that we have people, these supermarkets, that this time around they're able to give us contract as young people. I think one of the farmers that I interacted with back those days, he told me something like, those days you can't get a contract if you're below 25 years old. So by this time around, I'm 25 years old and they were able to secure this big contract with these guys. So it is actually a motivation to young people that this is now a business that you can actually treat like any other business. Because everything that is happening, we're doing in production. After production, we do processing, packaging, and after that, we supply to these guys. It's actually business with a proper chain system, whereby from production, value addition, everything. So I would encourage young people or my fellow young people that would want to go into farming, that the first thing that they need to do is they need to have a know-how. Because automatically in farming, if you just come in the way we actually started, whereby you don't know anything, you're going to lose a lot of things. But nevertheless, even if we are losing or doing other things like facing the losses and the challenges, the biggest thing is that we are learning and we are keeping moving forward. Yes.
And you being a young person, is there any specific individual figure that has been a key player in your farming journey that has helped you to grow? Or have you done any mentorships? Do you have any support system?
Okay. So, talking it in the aspect of just farming itself, I think one of the key players that are the key individual that has helped me in terms of inspiration and everything is actually the radical farmer. Because I remember very well after we completed our secondary school, like you just come in the society and you don't know what you're going to do next. So just scrolling on social media, we came across his videos, him being interviewed by people, and was talking how he was doing, setting up all those plants and everything. And what was amazing me was how he was doing all those things on rocks. Like I was like, this guy, if this man can do this, then probably we can actually do it as well. So from that time, through watching his videos, people like the radical farmer being the most actually prominent key players that has helped me. Here we are. We're actually following his footsteps. And the good thing is that last year, I was working with the Zambia army. So we're doing outgrow. We're growing onions for the Zambia army. So in Kabwe. Yeah, in Kabwe. So just near Mkobeko. So the radical farmer was the people that I contacted to come and do the irrigation system for those guys. So it was just kind of you're actually destroying the gap that was between him being a mentee and him being a mentor, even if he doesn't know. We're actually slowly closing the gap and we're becoming almost in the same system of I can call him for advice. He can actually we can actually recommend him for his services. So I think that thing actually really makes me happy and gives me that motivation of keeping going in my farming journey. Yeah.
And would you share maybe just one tip, just one successful tip that has helped you in your farming journey for the sake of the viewers out there, especially the young farmers? Just one that you think that, okay, this one has really helped me to scale up in my production.
Okay. I think one of the things that has actually helped me to secure, a fund, was 2023 nomination. So what happened was there's this man that actually came from South Africa, and he was asking me, what are you doing currently? I was like, I'm doing some agro tomatoes and eggplants other vegetables. So I was like, how do you know how to grow these things, or maybe this is when I started? And I was like, no. Actually, I was actually nominated Vegetable Farmer of the Year, and you cannot be nominated if you don't know things. Automatically, I'm good. That's why I actually nominated. And what he did was like on his phone, he started checking the nomination, went on YouTube and watched the video of that. And after that, he went back. After 3 days, he called me. I was like, he used this word, I want to invest in your actually business. And how do you want to invest? I was like, I want to give you 100,000 kwacha, and this money you're going to give me back once you start selling this thing. So from that securing that money, it helped me getting the system that I needed, and having the money to actually purchase these seeds and everything. So I think that this is a moment that actually I can't forget, because out of that 100,000 kwacha, believe you me, this time around we can grow anything that we want. Yeah, it's just that we need to follow the ladder step by step, but we can grow anything that we want, because out of that money and securing of the contract with these guys, we are here.
Okay, we as the Agricoop Awards team are very happy to hear that this initiative is beginning and is actually impacting many lives out there. We are happy to hear your story, and I hope the viewers will get to learn of your story and they get to emulate you. Now, what's the vision for Huba Farm?
So Huba Farm, actually, the bigger vision that we have currently is that we want to go full time into food processing. And we're trying to solve a problem of food waste. I'm one of the victims of having encountered one of the. So last year, we did tomatoes. That was in September, and we sold almost 50% of the tomatoes, and the 50% got to waste, because by that time the market was flooded with tomatoes. So that's been said. I think we want to go full time into value addition and food processing, because we want to try by all means to work on this 40%, because as you might want to know is that 40% of the product that actually goes to waste. 40%. If you go in Soweto today, just go and check how many vegetables are on the floor and everything. It's a lot. So we want to make sure that we go into food processing by solving the problem of value addition.
Amazing. I must say I have learned a lot from this interview, and thank you so much for having us here. Maybe is there anything you would like to say, any last word, especially to the youths out there?
All right. I think farming this time around is exciting. Those days, you can't. The people like you can't come to this farm and start doing the shooting and everything. So just this, you coming here, you recognizing us, nominating us, and other people coming through this farm. It is actually one of the modern thing, I might say, that most of the youth might want to try out, because the business, farming this time around is just like any other business that other people are doing. And I must say that in farming you can actually make a significant living. I don't want to share much of the testimony, but one of the things that actually can say is that this time around, I'm building a house, not for Huba Farm, but for myself, because of these things that we are actually doing. So I think farming is a business that most of youth must embrace if we don't want to face hunger issues maybe in 2025, 2035 going forward.
This is Agritalk Africa, the podcast that puts farmers first.